Every day, firefighters put their lives on the line to protect us.
That's right, but running into burning buildings isn't their biggest threat. Our Haley Rush with the Fox 12 investigators explains.
Turns out the leading cause of death for firefighters is actually cancer. That's because of all the different carcinogens they're exposed to. And now we're learning what fire departments here are doing to protect their men and women from it. It's a way of life now for Steve Fisher,
my spare set,
and other firefighters at Tualatin Valley Fire and Rescue.
Back earlier in my career, I started in '89, where we didn't do things the way we do now. So this is our turnout washer.
The apparatus operator and paramedic is talking about the way they handle their fire gear.
Throw them in. We didn't clean our gear as good as we do now.
Back in the day, he says they wore black, crusty uniforms and helmets like a badge of courage. But it's that same badge of courage that Fisher believes is the reason so many firefighters have been forced to fight the silent killer, cancer.
When we're diagnosed, we lose it.
Fisher is speaking from experience. In 2009, he was diagnosed with testicular cancer.
You believe that your cancer diagnosis had something to do with your job?
I do.
Fisher blames his exposure to cancer-causing carcinogens, ones that can be found at fire scenes and even linger on skin and gear long after.
So I was really, really concerned at that point and thinking my job was over, my career was done. I wasn't sure if I was going to see my daughter's next birthday.
But after a long 5-year fight, Fisher became a cancer survivor. He knows his story, though, is different from so many others. According to the CDC, firefighters are 9% more likely to be diagnosed with cancer and 14% more likely to die from the disease than the average person. And according to the Firefighter Cancer Support Network, where Fisher serves as organs director, cancer has caused 70% of the line-of-duty deaths.
We have had a handful of occurrences of cancer.
Lieutenant Tommy Schroeder says they're also working hard to reduce cancer within Portland Fire and Rescue.
It's certainly something that we worry about.
Like wearing individually fitted masks to better keep out smoke, showering more quickly after a fire, and properly storing and cleaning their gear.
Now we're taking greater strides in making sure that when we exit a fire, we're getting those contaminants off of the areas of our body, around your neck, around the cuffs of your sleeves, anywhere that smoke can infiltrate and you wouldn't even know it.
For Fisher,
the goal is that someday the fire engines are going to be built without any gear inside there at all.
He's fighting not only to protect himself, but his brothers and sisters who continue to put their lives on the line even after the flames are out.
I speak up when I need to, and it's not because I'm trying to fault anybody or just be unruly. I'm trying to do it for the betterment of everybody else.
I'm told a lot of these hygiene type changes have been made at fire departments in the past 10 years. Firefighters in Oregon do have some protections, though. About 10 years ago, a law passed that lists 12 different cancers. If a firefighter is diagnosed with one on the list, it's automatically assumed they got it on the job and can get financial help. Reporting in studio, Haley Rush, Fox 12 Oregon.